Hello and welcome. Imagine you were the first to invent something never before seen on Earth. You dream of making lots of money to reward yourself for your efforts. The first thing you'd want to do is to patent the design to protect yourself. The Wright brothers were the first to fly a powered and controlled aircraft, and that happened in December 1903. Others had designed gliders that were stable in flight, but the Wrights realised that in order to control an aircraft, it is necessary to design it to be unstable. In other words, to make it reactive, just as birds react in their flight. Their patent was issued May 22nd, 1906. 2.5 anxious years later, the Wright patent covered a 3-axis control system for aeroplanes. Rolling control was effected with wing warping.
Our first big breakthrough was on the control of roll.
Our idea of twisting these wings, this wing warping as we call it, was really the system that evolved on how to turn an airplane in the air.
Yeah, our idea was to make the wings flexible, like we have right here. We would truss it with wire in the center, so the center would be rather rigid. But on the outer section, near the wingtips, we wouldn't put in any cross bracing so they could move like this. Now, when the wings move, let's say we were going to make a left turn. I'll twist the wing and bring the right wingtip up and the left wingtip down.
So that increases the angle of attack here, and this wingtip experiences more lift and goes up. Decrease the angle of attack here, this wingtip experiences less lift and goes down.
Right. The important point here is that we've got different lift on different parts of the wing and causes it to roll to the side.
Enter Glenn Curtis, also a bicycle shop owner. What is it with these bicycle shops? He was also a builder of engines for motorcycles and airships. In 1907, he was asked by Alexander Graham Bell, yes, that's the one, to join him at the Aerial Experimental Association to build flying machines. In 1908, he flies his first powered aircraft fitted with ailerons, which he patents in 1911. The Wrights may have invented the aeroplane, but Glenn Curtis was turning it into an industry. Scientific American offered a $1,000 prize for the best aeroplane in July 1908. The Wrights didn't accept the invitation, and Curtis flies without any opposition in his newly designed Junebug, attaining 37 miles per hour and winning the prize. He achieved more for aviation in one day than the Wrights achieved in the past 5 years. In August 1909, the Wrights sue Curtis, stating that any aircraft built owes its designs to them. Henry Ford then stepped in. He wanted to build aeroplanes and supported Curtis to fight the Wrights. Ford's legal team's strategy was that they should make small changes, incremental changes to the design, so that each change brought about a new suit from the Wrights. This was designed to exhaust and defeat them. The Smithsonian Institution sided with Curtis, exaggerating inventor Samuel Langley's contribution to aeronautics while belittling the Wrights. Their actions are considered dishonourable. The Wrights were so consumed by the legal fights that they neglected research, and US aviation was stagnating compared to that in Europe. Wilbur dies a young man in 1912. Orville wins the court battle in January 1914 as the Wrights are declared pioneers of flight, and every aircraft built in America attracts a 20% royalty paid to them. There was just one man Orville Wright wouldn't grant a license to. Guess who? Yep, Glenn Curtis. Just 6 months later, World War I erupts. In Germany, they build 50,000 aircraft in those war years to fight. In America, because of the Wright patent, the aviation industry has come to a standstill. The US enters World War I in 1917, and the government forces the Wright patents to be shared with all manufacturers, with both Curtis and the Wright Company to get 1% royalty from all US-built aircraft. Curtis builds 7,000 fighters for the war. Orville builds none. Incidentally, the last aircraft to be built with wing warping was the German Fokker-Eindecker in 1916. Long after Glenn Curtiss and Orville Wright die, their two companies merged to form Curtiss-Wright, and they are still with us today. Isn't that interesting? Thank you.